All praises to the Most High. Let's see if I can get that clear. Shabbat Shalom, Israel. Shabbat Shalom. This brother Nehemiah coming to you with a Sabbath class this evening. Hope everybody doing all right, keeping the Sabbath, trying to keep the Sabbath holy. This class I'm bringing to you today is on friendship in this truth. Friendship in this truth, man. You gotta have friendship in this truth. You gotta have a brotherhood in this truth. If you don't have that, you don't have nothing. We gotta be in unity with each other, no matter what. No matter what. If we don't have unity, we don't have nothing. We don't have a nation. With all this division going on and stuff, that's why we're powerless. So I'm going to start you off today with Matthew chapter 22 and verse 37. Matthew chapter 22 verse 37. Yahushua said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God. Now I'm starting at 36. Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Yahushua said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. So we know to love the Most High is to keep his commandments. He also said the second greatest commandment was to love your brother. So if you're not, that's a commandment, man. We got to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. That neighbor is our brothers and our sisters. That's a commandment. If we don't do that, then we're not doing nothing. He said, with those two commandments, hang all the law and the prophets. Loving the Most High and loving your brothers. If you ain't doing that, then you're not completing what the Most High told us to do. That's a commandment. So whatever differences we got to learn to overcome that and deal with each other accordingly as godly men. We can't deal with each other as niggas no more. We got to deal as godly men. So let's go to the book of John, chapter 15 and verse 13. The book of St. John, chapter 15 and verse 13. Greater love have no man as this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. For his friends. Ain't no greater love than that. And when it means friends, it means your brothers. That's the type of friendship we're supposed to have in this faith under the Most High. We're supposed to be able to lay down our life for each other. But with that comes a whole bunch of things that we got to understand about each other and deal with. You're not going to want to lay down your life for somebody that hates you or somebody that you hate. That's why these laws and these statutes and commandments are here. It's all about love according to the commandments. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. We got to do that. Let me start at 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends, man. This the Most High love you. You're supposed to love your people the same way. It can't go halfway. The Most High tells us that. So let's see what the scriptures say about a friend in the book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 5. It's pretty much going to break down real friends and enemies for you with this. The book of Sirach in the Apocrypha, the hidden books, chapter 6, verse 5. Sweet language will multiply friends, and a fair speaking tongue will increase kind greetings. So if you know how to talk to people, you can make more friends, more allies, more brothers. A sweet tongue will multiply friends, and a fair speaking tongue, meaning you're fair, according to these scriptures, you're a just man when you speak, will increase kind greetings. People will be happy to see you if you got a fair tongue. Sweet words, they don't mean you got to lie to them. That don't mean you don't talk bad to them, though. We got to love one another. And say, verse 6, be in peace with many, nevertheless have but one counselor of 1,000. So we're supposed to be at peace with all our brothers, man. Everybody ain't got to be your best buddy, your sidekick, your road dog. He says you're only going to have one of them out of thousands. But you still supposed to be in alliance with other brothers. Whether they believe, we're not going to believe the same thing to the T. All the knowledge is scattered. All the knowledge is separated. So we got to bring our stuff together. So that means that you're not going to agree with everything that a brother say. But we still got to work together. And if we working together under the law, statutes, and commandments, it's going to work no matter what. Verse 7, if thou wouldst get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. You got to prove friends first. Don't just think because somebody in the truth, they your friend. Because everybody ain't keeping these laws. The Lord said, prove him first. Don't be hasty to give them credit. Don't be quick to give them credit. See what they're about first. And you have to do that, man. We have to do that. You know, when we first come in, we think everybody, because they in the truth, that they're going to be 100. Nah, we still got them worldly ways on us, man. So we got to prove a friend first. Prove him through these scriptures. Prove him through the law, statutes, commandments. Is he keeping the law, statutes, commandments? If he say he going to pay you on such and such a day, do he do what he say he going to do as a man? Do he believe in keeping the Sabbath? Know what I'm saying? Prove a friend first. See, it's just like if you're going to marry somebody. Do she believe in God? Do she believe in the Most High? You got to do that, man. And a lot of us don't. We learn the hard way. Verse 8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion. We all have met them. And will not abide in the day of thy trouble. So it's going to be a lot of friends that's there when you're doing good, when you're out there bowling, when you're out there getting it, or when you're doing wicked. It's going to be for his occasion. If he can get something out of it, get something from you, oh yeah, they're your friend. But they will not abide in the day of thy trouble. So when you get in trouble, they're not going to be there. They're going to be the ones that's on the other side ridiculing you like the other people. They're not going to be there unless they're getting something out of you. Verse 9. And there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach. And there is somebody that was your friend who's going to turn against you with strife and will discover thy reproach. It's going to be your friend. We all done experienced that, man. It's the same and it's true. Again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction. So at the table when we eating good, we chopping it up. It's a sunny day outside, everything all gravy. You got friends. As soon as you got some problems, they out of there. That's not a friend, man. That's not a friend at all. Verse 11, but in thy prosperity he will be as thyself, and will be bold over thy servants. So in the prosperity, in your prosperity, he going to act as a self. He going to act like everything all good. He going to act like he got your back. He acting like his right-hand man over the servants. Verse 12, if thou be brought low, he will be against thee. So the day that you have that fall, like we all do, you're going to see who your friends are. See who's standing on the other side against you. And will hide himself from thy face. He going to be on the other side with the people that's going against you, hyping them up and hiding his face. The Lord say in verse 13, separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends. So when you in that low place, when you going through it brought low, you going to know who your friends are. Them the ones that's going to stick with you no matter what. Them the ones that's not going to say you out. Them the ones that's not going to go against commandments when they get mad at you. You're going to see who your friends are. And it's all spiritual, man. You can have all the friends in the world when you're doing carnal. When you being carnal, everybody your friend. You get spiritual, then they ain't your friend no more. Verse 14, a faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that has found such and one has found a treasure. So if you happen to have a brother that's been riding with you no matter what, all praises to the Most High. I got one. They gonna be with you, bro. That's a treasure, man. They never sold you up the river. They never turned his back on you. They never went against you. The Most High said that's a treasure. Verse 15, nothing doeth could countervail a faithful friend. Nothing can go against you having a faithful friend. And its excellence is invaluable. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him. And whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright. For as he is, so shall his neighbor also be. All praises to the Most High, man. If you got a great friend like that, especially in his truth, you fear the Most High. He the one gave it to you. Let's go to Proverbs 17:17. And say, a friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. So a friend loves you all the time, man, no matter what. A real friend. They gonna love you regardless. When everybody else going against you, they gonna be right there. They ain't gonna turn on you. So that's what we looking for in this truth, man. Real friends. Not fly by night. Not, oh, I get mad at you. It's over. No, real friends gonna be there whether you got a disagreement or not. Real friends ain't gonna disrespect you. Real friends ain't gonna go against you, man. You need that in this truth. We got enough enemies. We got enough enemies. Let's go to Psalms chapter 133, verse 1. This is one of my favorite scriptures. When it's being applied. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. In unity. How good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. This is what it's all about. How can Israel come together unless the brothers and sisters can dwell in unity? If we can't dwell in unity, we're not going to make it. But the only way we're going to make it is because of the Most High. But you got to worry about you being in that number, so you got to do your part. It takes two to keep the laws, for the laws to work. If it's two parties involved and only one party keeping the law and the other one not, the law is going to break down. It's going to be a breakdown in the system. For the system to work, the people in the body have to keep the commandments. That's how we going to survive. That's how we going to make it. Because keeping the commandments is loving our God, and that's loving our brothers and sisters. That's how we love our brothers and sisters. It keeps us honest. People say it, but don't nobody actually live by it. Unless you're in their camp. Let's do it outside of that. We have to do it as individuals with individuals on a day-to-day basis. Let's not just talk about it. Let's be about it, man. I'm for unity. No matter what camp you're from, what city you're from, what's your belief. If you're a Black Panther, all praise, at least you for your people. If you for your people, if you for this so-called Negro nation, this so-called African-American nation, then come together with your people. Quit causing separation and division just because you such and such. Just because you're an Israelite, that mean you have division. Just because you in a camp, that mean you have division. No. That means we need to come together even stronger. How could the people who don't know understand if we don't come together so we can take the time to explain it or get to understand their point? We all in it together no matter what you call yourself. No matter what you think you believe, no matter what you think you pushing, we all in it together. Can't no one Israelite, can't no one Black person do it on their own. So everybody pumping themselves up, thinking that they can do it on their own, and you can't. The book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 24. A man that has friends must shew himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. So how you gonna get a brother to stick closer than a friend to stick closer than a brother if you ain't dealing with the brother properly? If we dealing with each other properly, it's easy, man. If we talking to each other properly, if we sitting down trying to have an understanding, it's easy. But when you got a lot of people that just want to cause division, that's where the problem, that's where the breakdown is, man. And I'm not with it. I'm with unity. Let's go to the book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 3. Now, a man that has friends must show himself friendly. We go back to that. A man that has friends must show him. So if you got friends, you obviously friendly with them. We should be the same with all our brothers, man. Because if we do that, there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. We can have multiple brothers, multiple friends that sticketh closer than a brother. We need to learn how to respect one another. That's what the laws is really telling us. Laws, statutes, and commandments. It's like built-in respect. And if you broke the law back in the day, you got punished. Why? Because you was disrespected. There's a whole lot of disrespect going on today. A lot. That's why we can't get nowhere. All the disrespect going on in Israel. If we take the time and start respecting one another, we'll be able to understand one another. But if as soon as we have words and it's rah, 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 that's a breakdown right there. And it's pretty much over. You know how we respond to that. So how about we be smarter than that? Especially the men of the Most High. Quit calling each other names. Quit talking down on one another. That's not godly. That's not even being a leader. Everybody living in their false realities, man. Book of Ephesians. Let me get that. It's ridiculous, man. The book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 3. Endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. Keeping the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. We can only have unity of the Spirit if we got peace. That's one thing brothers is missing. Brothers say they got all the knowledge. Where is the Spirit? Where is the Spirit in it? And we're going to cover the Spirit. Because the Spirit is everything. What spirit are you in? Are you in a jealous spirit? Are you in an angry spirit? Or are you in a godly spirit? Let's see what the Spirit is. The book of St. John, chapter 6 and verse 63. It is the Spirit that quickeneth. The flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So this is Yahushua speaking. The words that he speaks, they are spirit and they are life. Those are the words that he spoke. Keeping the commandments. Let's back that up with a precept. Let's get the Spirit. Romans chapter 7 and verse 14. The Spirit, man, is all about the Spirit. The words that he speak, the words that the prophets speak, the words that Moses spoke, what was they speaking? The laws, statutes, and commandments. The book of Romans chapter 7 and verse 14. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. The law is spiritual. The law is what makes you spiritual. Keeping of God's laws, statutes, and commandments makes your spirit godly. Being obedient to the Most High God makes you godly. That makes you spiritual. That's the only way. You can't be spiritual on your own. You can have a spirit. You can have a demon. But being godly, the only way he gave us the instructions. keeping his law, statutes, and commandments. And let's see, Romans 8, verse 4. That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. The righteousness of the law is when we walk after the Spirit, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. It's spiritual, man. It's not carnal. It's all up here. It's a mindset. Meaning, I'm gonna keep God's Sabbath. I'm gonna keep God's Passover. I'm not gonna mess over my brothers. I'm not gonna be deceitful. I'm not gonna have violence against my brothers. That's being spiritual when you make a conscious decision to not go against your people anymore. Because when you was in the world, that's all you did. That's all we did, was be carnal and go against our people, man. So now that we in the truth, we trying to change that. And how you change that? Let's see here. Let's get Psalms. The book of Psalms, chapter 19 and verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect. The what? The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether, man. The law, statutes, and commandments. It's not according to this world. It's according to the Most High's. The book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 24. So this is some instructions that the Most High told us to do. So we can just try to stay in the spirit when we're dealing with stuff and people that's out the spirit. The book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 24. Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go. Lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul. Be not thou one of them that strike hands, or of them that are sureties for debts. So the Most High said, make no friendship with an angry man. That'll make some stuff happen, man. You trying to keep the spirit, stay in the spirit, keep the laws, and this person angry and don't want to do it, that ain't nothing but a recipe for trouble. And with a furious man, thou shalt not go. Don't go where a man is furious. You can't deal with them, man. They unmanageable. When you learn his ways, lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul. You gonna get messed over when you trying to keep this law. It's one thing if you acting like that too. Then whatever come. But when you trying to keep these laws and stay in the spirit and you dealing with people that's like that, that's gonna be a snare to your soul. Be not thou one of them that strike hands. Don't be one that put them hands on. When you're just trying to stay in the spirit, you keep your hands to yourself. Or of them that are sureties for debts. Don't be dealing with nobody going in debt, owing, or somebody that's always in debt. Stay away from that stuff, man. Try to deal as godly as possible. Book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 28. It's going to be a quick class. We almost finished. What's up, Brother Julian? Shalom, shalom. The Lord said, a forward man soweth strife, and a whisperer separates chief friends. So a forward means willfully contrary, means they just go against the grain. Not easily managed. You can't deal with these people. That's why the Lord said, don't deal with an angry man. A forward man soweth strife. They keep up drama. So all they want is drama. And it say, and a whisperer separateth chief friends. Somebody who talking behind people's back, spreading gossip, study causing trauma. That type of stuff will separate best friends. Because somebody just always want to keep up stuff. That don't bring forth unity, man. That brings forth division. That's what we supposed to be getting away from. If we not keeping no unity, we're not doing nothing in this truth. If we not coming together, we supposed to worship the Most High together. Matter of fact, just to go against that, for a forward man sowing strife, let's go to Proverbs 16 and 24. It says, pleasant words are as an honeycomb, sweet to the soul, and health to the bones. So if you speaking these words of the gospel to your people in a way that is understandable to them, it's going to make them it's going to be sweet to the soul and health to the bones. But if you come and rah, 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 don't nobody want to hear that, man. Our people don't want to hear that. Yeah, we out of order, but a lot of our people don't know that. Yeah, we don't believe, we ain't on the same page on everything. But how's we gonna do that if it's always rah, 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 rah? We cussing each other out, we disrespecting each other. We're not gonna get nowhere, man. We gotta have pleasant words with each other. Pleasant words are as honeycombs. Our people need to hear pleasant words. All we done had was evil words towards them. So that's what I'm about. We got them harsh words for the ones who need it, for the wicked. But for the ones who in the middle, who trying to understand, who trying to come to this truth, we gotta have pleasant words. For the brothers to work together, we gotta have pleasant words. Let's go to Proverbs 17 and 9. He that covereth a transgression seeketh love. How you doing, Sister Slow? He that covers transgression seeketh love. So if you transgress against a brother and you try to take care of that with him, Matthew 18 and 15, that means you seeking love. But he that repeateth a matter separates very friends. But if you want to continue to keep doing me messed up, I keep forgiving you 7 times 7, and you keep turning around doing the same stuff, that type of stuff separates very friends, very good friends. Especially if the person is smart. You don't keep letting nobody mess you up. Yeah, I'm not going to hate you, but I'm not going to keep dealing with you like that. We got to be smart about this thing, man. We can't be ignorant about it. That means somebody's not keeping the law. If I got to keep forgiving you, that means you're not keeping the law. If you got to keep repeating on the same matter or keep repeating something with the same person, somebody not keeping the law, man. Because if you was keeping the law and having respect, you wouldn't have to keep going through the same stuff. You wouldn't keep arguing. You wouldn't keep bickering. You wouldn't keep fighting. So, I'm going to bring up Matthew 18 and 21. I might go to 15. Matthew 18 and 15. Thanks to everybody I always bring this up, but how many of them use it? Let's see here. Book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his faults between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained a brother. So if he willing to hear you, you gain the brother. That means that brother he keeping the laws. Verse 16. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee 1 or 2 more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established. So if we had it out, we got brothers who witness it, and we still can't come to an understanding. Verse 17. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as an heathen man and a publican. Now, we all don't have a church. Now, if you got a group of brothers, they hear you, and they see the matter, and brothers don't see it they see it your way, but the other brother don't see it your way, then the Most High said, let him be as a heathen man and a publican. I mean, let that brother go, man. It's not worth the strife that you'll be going through when we're trying to do this work for the Most High. That's not what it's about. He told us to serve him with joyfulness and gladness of heart, and we're supposed to do that. If we're not doing that, that is a problem in the system. And if it's a problem in the system, then it means somebody not keeping the law. Let's see, go down to verse 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me? So Lord, Peter asked him, how often shall I let my brother sin against me? And I forgive him. And I forgive him. This is specific. How many times am I supposed to keep letting him sin against me? And I forgive him. Till 7 times, Peter said. Yahushua saith unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. So that's I have to do the math on that. But that's a lot. But you forgive him, but you don't be a fool. You cannot do this walk if your brother keep offending you that many times. And I'm going to show you that the Most High told us not to be a fool. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 16. This don't just apply to the heathens. This apply to everybody. He said, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Your own brothers can be as wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as a dove. So he told us to be wise, man. Deal with our brothers accordingly. First, you won't have to do forgiveness 7 times 7. 70 times 7 if you prove a friend first. So that's the first step. You know what I'm saying? Next step, let's love one another, man. Whether he your best friend or not. If he doing the Lord's work, love him. If he don't know better, love him. You ain't got to be best friends, take him in your house, but you have to show him the love that the Most High show us. And at least not get into an altercation with your own people. Let's at least do that. You may not be able to do this work together, but at least let's not be in altercations with one another. We got enough people to do that with. So, I'm going to leave my people with that. Say Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. All praise to the Most High God. I love my people. Shalom.